Hi. Um, I'm in Chicago. Chicago's great today. Excellent weather for Chicago. I'm just headed out for a minute, and I just kind of, wanted to chime in why this thing was actually on my mind. I saw a broadcast today about LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, and they were conversating about the differences they had when they were at Cleveland. And I don't know. I'm not going to get into who's right or who's wrong or anything like that. Which that's on them. Who's right or who's wrong. But I want to get into real shortly, about the way we're bringing up ball players. And in my day, they would say, that kid's a head case or he's whatever he may be. And that was kind of explanation of it. Guys who really took the court and thought they owned it, kind of wanted to separate themselves from the team and say that they're, whatever they want to be, they're the greatest, all that kind of thing. But, I kind of think it's a product of what we're building throughout the league. I'm not jumping on the shoe companies or anything like that, but they are rewarding these kids with multiple things, kind of like being spoiled a little bit. They're rewarding them with, gym shoes and gear and all of this stuff, and then the better players get this and they get that. And, if you had a child, if you did that every day, you're going to spoil them, and it rolls all over into the parents that they spend an excessive amount of money and they make sure that they have this and they got trainers and they got all of that. And I'm not going to say all that stuff is bad. Some kids know how to handle it good, but overall, on the whole, I think it just teaches you, doesn't teach you how to grind and work for things and appreciate things, and that kind of ends to having a kid who thinks he's kind of entitled. They think that they deserve these things, and that's really not good for them over the long run, because once you get out of the high school era, a lot of kids are the best in high school, but after that stuff ends. High school is all good. It's all about winning games, and it's all about this and all about that. But believe it or not, when you get to college, it's kind of about, not totally, but it's about money. The NCAA have to make money in order to operate. So each team wants to, do good and create, a better situation for the school. So it changes. It absolutely changes later, and once you get up into college, and then your kid can be shocked by the fact that all the catering's gone, all this is gone, and then you end up with the thing they got now where you got so many kids jumping school. They don't understand that, it's about the entire education, the entire experience. When they leave high school, we all know, everybody's not going to go to the NBA, but it's about the experience. It's about making connections. It's about understanding what that education you're getting, what it can do for you, so it kind of starts with that just catering situation, and it's just prevalent through the young kids, the AAU basketball. It's just totally prevalent, and it's not a good thing. Let me see, can I get this shadow off of here? I don't know if I can or not. I don't want to run into anything while I'm doing it. I guess that's not helping. But it travels and it moves forward, and it's always there. And I'm not going to say anyone's wrong in the LeBron, Kyrie Irving case, but it seems to me to stem back in the fact that in our era, as the best ball players were out there, they knew they were the best because of what they did. They didn't know that, they didn't say they were the best because of what I think I deserve. It's, you see what I'm doing and you understand what I'm doing, and you can put me undoubtedly in the category of being one of the top players. It seems like now is that they want to be named the top player without being the top player. You know, those of them in the league right now, Kyrie is incredible, and I think LeBron is incredible. But when I look at the fact that they couldn't, you know, coincide in Cleveland, how would that happen unless there's an ego somewhere involved? You know, and I just hate it happened. I really, really hate it happened, or hate that, you know, there is a kind of conflict between them. But I think, you know, it shouldn't arise. I mean, in our league, when you caught a guy that was had that air about him, it spread it over the league. And you know what? That guy had a hard time because everybody went after him. Everybody. And it was ugly when they went after him. You know, I played in a game. It was a pickup game. I'll never forget it. And I got a friend. He's a friend of mine now. His name is, it's Kevin Loader. We played at a pickup game, and I don't know where it was. Magic and I and Isiah, we were playing the pickup game. And, it was in Detroit. And on one side was George Gervin, and we were rookies. They put all the rookies on the other side. We didn't have the stature to think that we could play with, they're going to put on the side with George Gervin. You're rookies, you stay over there. But anyway, we came in at halftime, and Kevin Loader, and it's my buddy, he's a good man, a very good man. I know him well down in Houston. He's a good man, but he had enough nerve to say he was handling George Gervin, if you guys remember George Gervin. And there was a hush in the room. And what preceded that was, there's not a lot of defense being played in those games, but what preceded that is George Gervin scored 28 straight points in a matter of such a short period of time, and he just totally isolated, and it was just amazing. And it was all because of that disrespect. We never disrespected each other. We never publicly came out and let things be known like that. And, for Kyrie and for LeBron, I don't know how it went, but to come out and let your stuff be known like that, and it had to leak somewhere, it's just, no one wins with that. Nobody wins with that. Look what it's doing. It's just creating a cloud around, that really didn't have to be there. So I just saw that this morning, and I just wanted to, really give a little comment on it, and just talk about, the respect for the game and respect for each other in the game. And, I love their basketball now. I'm not one of those guys, I think I said this before, that want to be all bitter because these guys are playing the way they're playing and making the money that they're making. I'm not that guy. Not at all. But when it comes down to respect for the game and not giving it the respect it should have and the respect to each other it should have, this is a very unique group, and everybody tries to peel stuff off of this group, whether it's to make themselves a bigger name by being a reporter or whatever it may be. So we understood that, and it doesn't do anybody any good. So I just wanted to comment on that, and I think it's not a good thing, but that's my 2 cents on it. Hey, have a great day, and things are what they are. Thanks a lot.